and this is Bar 911-970. As always, I appreciate you taking the time to listen to what I have to say. And when you watch this video that I'm going to show a clip from, and I have posted the link in the description below, this is going to basically, pardon the expression, piss you off to no end. And to me, it gives a personal satisfaction of knowing that what I've been talking about for years was not some crazy conspiracy theorist, was not paranoid delusions, was not tinfoil hat-wearing crazy talk. What you are going to hear, and I'm just going to show a small clip from the video, and again, the link is in the description below, is basically people who work for the Clinton side, the Hillary Clinton side, is bragging with undercover footage of them paying people to be at Trump and Mike Pence rallies to not only cause a controversy, but to actually physically start fights where the people will get paid. They'll be compensated for any hospital bills, or if they got thrown in jail, they will hire homeless people and pay them to go to Trump rallies to make the Trump supporters look like crazy people. And you're going to hear some video evidence of them bragging about this. And ladies and gentlemen, at this point, if this doesn't piss you off, that our media coverage is not going to cover this unless we get this out there, we deserve everything that we're going to get. So, of course, I'm going to show a small clip, and, of course, it's going to be protected by fair use. So I can only show, a little bit of it. But like I said, the link will be in the description below. But I want you to hear this. I'm going to show about 4 or 5 minutes worth of this, and I want you to listen. And I want to give credit where credit is due. This website, YouTube channel is Project Veritas Action. And the link of the video is in there, so please subscribe to their channel. So I'm showing a clip on this. They did a year's worth of undercover, where they were basically having conversations with people that work for the Clinton, not directly. They brag about how they're almost like the middlemen, so the people like Hillary Clinton and other people in the DNC can have what's called plausible deniability, which means they could say they had no part of it because somebody else is doing the dirty work for them. So I need you to not only share my video, but share their video, because I want to give my, well, let's just show the clip. Let's not get too crazy into it. So I want you to hear this and pay careful attention to what's going on and what's being said. It's just disgusting.
Scott Walker grabbed the sign out of the dude's hand, and then the dude gets kind of roughed up right in front of the stage, right? Yeah. On camera? Yeah, that was all us. The guy who got roughed up is my counterpart who works for Bob. And that was like storyboarded, that him getting roughed up, or scenario. So you like lent yourself to that situation, and it happened. It was a self-fulfilling prophecy. We planted multiple people in that front area around him and in the back to make sure there wasn't just a action that happened up front, there was also a reaction that happened out back.
Remember this woman? Her name is Shirley Teeter. She is a 69-year-old sufferer of COPD. According to numerous news stories at the time, she was assaulted at a Trump rally in North Carolina by Trump supporter Richard Campbell. The media played her story across the country for days.
She was one of our activists.
She was one of our activists
who had been trained up to bird dogs.
Yes.
So the term bird dogging, you put people in the line at the front, which means they have to get there at 6 o'clock in the morning, so they're getting the front of the rally, so that when Trump comes down the rope line, they're the ones asking him the question in front of the reporters because they're pre-placed there. To funnel that kind of operation, you have to start back with people 2 weeks ahead of time and train them how to ask questions. Right. You have to train them to bird dog.
No, I'm saying, we have mentally ill people that we pay to do shit. Make no mistake. Over the last 20 years, I've paid off a few homeless guys to do some crazy stuff. And I've also taken them for dinner, and I've also made sure they had a hotel and a shower, and I've put them in a program. Like, I've done that, but...
Okay, so we're going to stop it right there because, like I said, with fair use, I can only show a little bit. So these are people, and you can see here, it's Scott Fovel, National Field Director at Americans United for Change. Notice how they always use the word like Barack Hussein Obama, Barry Soetoro, always use the word change. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you can have change, but they don't say if it's good change or bad change. So they're giving us change. But this is something it's got to piss off the American public that they are now, and if you watch the video, and the person that made that video, my hat's off to him. This is incredible work. This is what we need, America, and all people around the world, to give a damn, to actually go that extra mile. And I'm proud to help be a part of this truthful movement. Because for years, I was telling people how the system's corrupt and how a lot of these events that you see in the mainstream media are staged. And you have what's called crisis actors. And there it is on actual camera. People saying that they will hire homeless men, that they stage events to happen at Trump rallies. They have the criteria of every Trump rally. Now, if Trump doesn't see this stuff by now, there's something else going on here. And Kurt Meisen says, why are you doing a video at 3:48 a.m.? Well, for one, I'm an insomniac. And two, when I first encountered this video, I thought it was too important to wait until the next day to get this out. Because I'm one of those people, if I see something that can actually help our cause, I'm going to do what I can to promote this. So the link for that whole video is in the description, and I want you to watch it. And I want people to share this information. I want people to get pissed off because this system is rigged. I said over a year ago, Hillary Clinton was selected to become president. And people want to just think, oh, I'm going to do my votes and I'm going to, do my part and everything's going to go wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, and if you're drinking every time I say that, good luck, because somebody wanted to do a drinking game every time I say those words. The media isn't covering this. They're not covering a lot of corruption. We have the FBI helping Hillary Clinton to hide evidence. We have the WikiLeaks exposing what they tried to destroy. No one's in jail. Hillary still reigns forward. And she's going to have another debate tomorrow night. And they're going to ask softball questions. I guarantee you, even though we're going to have a person that works for Fox News do the mediating, I guarantee you they'll never bring this stuff up. And they're going to pretend it doesn't exist. And they're just going to ride the wave home until they get nominated. The video shows them calling people, especially in the Trump rallies, idiots and morons and psychotic people, and how easy it is to get them started by starting fights, and they pay people to do this. I don't know what else you need, people. All I'm saying is, if you're one of the people that comes to my channel to watch my videos, I thank you so much, because that's the first step of showing that you care. And I'm sure you watch a lot of other channels that have this kind of information, because you care about more than trivial things like Pokemon Go and the latest Hollywood gossip. And if you care, you need to spread this truth in the social networks. You need to put this video and his video and any other videos on Twitter accounts and other social networks like Facebook from Donald Trump, Barry Soetoro, Fox News, CNN. Post these things. We can't stay silent anymore. If you want to make your own video, please do. This is not about me. This is about the truth. So if you want to make your own or share the other person's video, that's fine. It doesn't have to be mine. I don't care. But we got to get this stuff out there, because if you think this election, there is a reason why this election seems to be so damn important. I am 45. I'll be 46 on November 9th, the day they pick Hillary Clinton as president. I've never seen in my lifetime any political presidential candidate or election like this before. There's a reason for this. All I know is, if we stay silent, we're allowing this to continue. The media isn't going to cover it unless we ram it down their throat and say, no more. And Wombat says, time to leave the U.S. or fight. It doesn't matter where you are. Throughout the world, this is all, they all conspire to work amongst themselves. All these countries work together. There's a reason why there is no currency on this planet that is backed by gold anymore. And they all use the petrodollar, the US dollar. Get this through your heads if you live outside the United States corporation. Wherever you live on the planet, you live under a rule that works together with our ruling class. This is not one country against the world. This is the world. This is the government versus the people. All governments. Because you're not going to see not only the U.S. press talking about this, you're not going to see BBC talking about this, you're not going to see the Canadian news talking about this, you're not going to see the Australian news talking about videos like this, information like this. They conspire. But they want us all divided and conquer. The time for the people to rise up better be now, otherwise 1984 will be a documentary. And if you don't know what that is, check out that movie. This angers me to no end that they hire people to start fights, telling them, encouraging them to get punched in the face and get arrested, as long as you do it in front of a camera. And make sure you wear things like t-shirts that say, you go to Trump rallies and wear t-shirts that say Trump is a Nazi, because that'll automatically trigger somebody. They'll start pushing and shoving and the cameras go on and show that some poor Hillary Clinton fan was assaulted by a Trump maniac. You don't think Trump knows about this by now? And if he doesn't, these videos need to go on his Twitter accounts, need to go on his Facebook pages, need to go on every video he makes until he can't ignore it anymore. If 5,000 people all are going all over the social networks of the CNNs and the MSNBCs and the Fox Newses and the Bill Clintons and the Hillary Clintons and the Donald Trumps and all those websites and say, we demand that you talk about this, how are they gonna ignore it? And if they do, you know there's no sense of going to the voting booths other than the self-satisfaction of you knowing that you pressed a button that's not going to count the way you thought it was. And Wis Champion's Chump Ups says, this is truly sickening. It is. It is truly sickening. And if you just tuned in, I showed a clip. And I'm not going to make this video long because I want people to watch it. So I'm going to end this right now, because I don't want to make this too long, because I know when videos are too long, people complain, and I want the message to be the most important part. If you care about this, if you care about this country staying as free as we have been, you need to share this. You need to get this out. You need to not be silent anymore. We're going to lose what could potentially be the greatest nation in the history of the world with the freedoms that we've had. They're getting taken away from us right under our noses, and we're not doing anything about it. And the people who get paid, because they say there are groups. There are people in New York. There's people in Colorado. There's people in Washington, D.C. There are groups that are ready at any given moment by these people to go and start riots. And they get paid to do it. If you're one of those people, you are a traitor. You are a lower form of scum. You will get what you deserve. And we need to start focusing it out and pointing them out. So watch the other video. The link is in the description below. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the share. Please post videos like this on the social networks. Make your own video. Get it out there. Be pissed. Because they're stealing your country. If you live in the United States of America Corporation, they're stealing your country. They're stealing our country. Our forefathers who fought and died for us to have one of the best countries ever on the planet as far as freedoms are concerned and the things that we are allowed to do here. We cannot, like Brandy Ekin says, we cannot turn a blind eye. So, I'm going to end this video now. You guys have a great night. Make sure you share this. Please have your voices heard. Post these on the social networks, and it's time to get pissed off. If we don't do anything, we deserve everything that we get. So for those of you who take the time to share it, I thank you. For those who are here, Thank you for staying up. I will see you guys tomorrow night for the third presidential debate. I will do a video or two if I see anything worth posting, and then afterwards I'll do a live video and we could chat about what we saw. It's all a play, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what? It's a play that if we're going to get dragged into, it better be a good one. Don't let it end the way it's going to, unless you don't want your freedoms anymore. People used to laugh at people like me years ago when I talked about how rigged this are. I don't think they're laughing anymore. Have a good night, everybody.